Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard. It's good to see ya. We've got Carl. We got Millie and James. We got James Catanese. UFO was here. I think they're probably still here. Glad to have you all aboard. I'll tell you what, having a been doing some research, and here's my mood today. Autumn? No, 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 no. Thanksgiving. Very thankful. Very thankful. I've been catching up on the news. Um, Most of it's focused on Texas. But, Louisiana, Alabama, and other locations to the south of us have been having amazing trials and tribulations with the weather. Um, I sometimes I take some of the mainstream media, if you will, with a grain of salt. But in some cases like this, I think for the most part, I'm hearing the truth. I did find some YouTube bloggers that were telling about their situations and stuff, and not all that much fun down there. Thank goodness that after 4 or 5 days now, uh, and even as prepared as they tried to be, alien believers, welcome aboard, Todd Johnson, as well as prepared as they tried to be. Um, Now, things went to hell in a handbasket pretty fast. And I understand there's been at least 44 or 45 deaths, fatalities related to the storm. Uh, and I understand they haven't had any kind of a weather event like this, cold, in 60, 60 or 70 years, I guess. And, oh, David, welcome aboard. Wandering Wiley, good to see you. Yes. So, yeah, I've been hoping and praying for people. Contacted a couple people I actually know that live in Texas, and well, one hasn't contacted me back yet, but that's okay. And then another one, yeah, they're doing well. They were probably one of the better prepared. Um, they have generator. They have, uh, yeah, Carl. What's he saying? The real sin in Texas sits on a quarter of the continent's fuel reserves. Yeah, let's use wind farms. Yeah, 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 yeah. I hear you, Carl. I've heard about that one. Wasn't really much in the mainstream, but it was there. Um, Crazy, absolutely crazy. Um, Weekend RVing. Um, you're up in Oklahoma. How has it been for you? Let us know. And anyone else that's down that way. Pafford Homestead, welcome aboard. RVS is in April. Okay. Yeah, Millie, James, have you been surviving the weather? Weekend RVing. Whoops. Yes. Yeah, Millie, we'd like to know how you guys been doing with this weather. I even went on YouTube a little while ago and I just typed in uh, Texas winter 2021 to see if I could get more information. Information from what I call real people, not from the talking heads at CNN or wherever. Okay, starting to thaw. You had a pipe burst. Oh my, that's not good. Um, Oh, you're gonna have poop sickles. Oh no. Yes, Carl, I totally agree. Um, you know, the people I know, like Awesome Possum, that's Phil. They were prepared, but then that's his mindset. He's prepared for anything. And yeah, they've been a little bit cold, but still they're surviving and they're surviving well. Uh, and of course they have power. They got generators. Um, I did try to contact Lily, but I haven't heard back from her. She's a tough girl. I know she's fine. Oh, okay, Todd. I didn't know that one about Rick. Try to watch that. I bet he actually wore more than his swimming trunks. You know, that was something I thought about 2 days ago. There was I forget what little thing he was talking about, but in the beginning, he didn't have his shirt on. I thought, now there, I always get criticized when I'm not wearing a shirt. I am now. I'm wearing two shirts. But, people say, yeah, you got to put a shirt on. You got to put a shirt on. Well, if I have to, then doesn't he? Now, wait a minute. Let's go the other way. If he's not going to wear a shirt, then I'm not either. When it's warm enough. Oh, gosh. Ah. Yeah, I'd like to know that too, Carl. We'll just turn this whole thing over to Millie. We want to know about your poop sickles. Well, seriously, uh, pipes freezing and then bursting. That's even worse. It's one thing to have a pipe freeze and you don't have any water. It's when it unthaws and breaks the pipe, and now you've got water everywhere that you don't want it. It's coming through the wall. Oh God, you know, running on the ground. It's everywhere, not coming out of the faucet. Gosh, you've been around a long time. You've seen this negative degree cold weather since 1890. Millie, you don't look a day over 35. I can't believe that you were around in 1890. Yeah. Okay, Margie's saying everyone should have clothes on when they live stream. Just saying. Oh, okay. Excuse me. All right. Uh, you will continue to talk about our people that have been suffering down there. And that's not to say that we haven't been suffering up here. At least, I mean, I'm when I realized what was going on, I'm like, eh. And then I talked to Badge a week ago, and yeah, I'm in between. It's going to be 24 degrees out this afternoon, and the sun is shining. Oh, it's going to be 5 above tonight, and of course I got my faucets dripping. Yeah, I'm not taking any chances on broken pipes. And that was another thing I haven't really thought about. Broken pipes in the wall. You tear the wall out to fix the pipes, but in the meantime, all that water that sprays inside your wall, let's say it's in your sticks and bricks, that's drywall, and the drywall gets saturated, and then it gets warm, and then what's this black stuff? Yeah, mold. Yeah, you don't want that. So then that's got to be tearing out, and the list goes on. Water damage, mold. Oh, that's another thing. Carl, maybe you know. Yeah. Um, why is it that they're having to boil their water? I mean, okay, so the pipe broke. You fix the pipe. You restore the water to the house or to the building. Or wait a minute, how is it that suddenly they got to boil the water? That don't make any sense to me yet. I mean, if I get a broken pipe, and I've had one before, way back when I first moved in, it wasn't from freezing. Yeah, I hear you, Margie. 80 degrees in Yuma. Yes, yes, I wish you could send something over to Texas. They are supposed to get warm this afternoon. 50s, 60s. The warm air is starting to come up from the Gulf and from Mexico. They're going to be warming up now. Thank God. I still want to know about why they got to boil water. You know, I didn't have to do that after I fixed my pipes here. I just flushed out the lines really good to get out, if there was glue or something got in the pipe. I mean, I'm on a well. I'm not on city water. And I just simply broke a pipe. I was removing a huge patio door. I'd have to show you the configuration of my house, the cottage, but I have two patio doors. And the one on the west side of the house, I took that out so I could put in a large couch in that room. And the pipes here, it's a cottage. There's no basement or nothing like that. So the pipes run alongside the wall. And guess who stepped on a pipe? Snap! Lee Gypsy Child, permission granted. We were just talking about you. We would like to know how you are faring with these past 4 or 5 days of, shall we say, inclement? No, that's putting it too mildly for you. The shitty weather you've been having. And, I know there's been fatalities and everything else. And yeah, we're worried about our friends in Texas. And we're worried about our friends all over the South. Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Oklahoma. Yeah, it's been rough. Yeah, crunchy pipe. That's exactly what I did. Fortunately, I, quick knew how to get the water shut off, and I didn't have much water damage. So that was a blessing. Just had to. It only took two trips to the hardware store to repair it. Yeah. Then I had to get help to get the window back in. That was the hard part. The patio door. Yeah. Anyways, couldn't seem to get it squared up just right. Yeah. But fortunately, neighbor came over. He saw me struggling and cussing and heard me cussing. Yeah. Yeah. It was a failed sleeve. I sleeved it. Everything was fine. All of a sudden, well, once you've glued something, it either works or you're screwed. Glued and screwed. I don't mean by a Phillips. Yeah, I had to cut it out again. Go get fortunately, I had a length of 1/2 inch PVC pipe, so I didn't have to do that. But I had to go. I went this time. I grabbed 2 or 3 sleeves, couplers. Yeah, and then the second time was charm it. Then it stayed. It worked. Weekend RVing. But I'm tough. Good one, Carl. Patio furniture. I've heard that one. I love it. Okay, Margie's, they heated the underbelly. Use 30 gallon tank and minus 20. Whoa! But we did better than most are. Oh, that's good. You hung in there. Carl is taking notes furiously. Carl, are you new to the RV life? Uh, okay, I got to get back up here to Lily. I'm missing stuff here. Okay, you're thawing out. You're safe. Yes, thanks to God and friends. True. Yeah, and James, you're a day or so late on Lily's birthday. It was 2 days ago. Oh well, better late than never, right? Okay, almost catching up here. Still shopping for a rig. Well, Carl, we wish you the best, and tell you what, the University of YouTube. Also, this group, that you're, I don't know if you're new to our group, but come on aboard. There's a lot of people here in the chat. There's a bunch of RVers in here, and you'll get to know more and more and more RVers, van dwellers. I happen to have a schoolie. Uh, we got all kinds of people in here, everywhere from living in the van to driving a Class A, pulling a Jeep. I mean, we're all family. You may have been aware that there's been some meetups. There's another meetup that's coming. I'd have to have a moderator put in the link for the Michigan meetup. That's coming up in September. Yeah, it's far out, I know. But you got to do that if you're going to stay at an RV park. Then you got to plan way ahead. Now, that's just for a meetup. In the meanwhile, I hope you can get started and enjoy the journey, as Lily would tell you to. People are helping me. Class C. All right. Good. James and Carl, you two should get together. James is, if you want super spy dog, no, that's not right. You want somebody to sniff you out a good deal on a camper, this is your man, James Catneys. I tell you what, he can find stuff. All right. Well, we know Lily's good, and we know Millie and James are good. So, don't know if we have any other Texans in here right now. We might. There could be someone lurking. Yeah. But yeah, I feel bad for the South right now. Oh, the animals, yeah. Well, Lily, I'm hearing that you're supposed to get like 40, 50, 60 degrees starting this afternoon. So let's see, about 45 minutes to be shedding some clothes and being happy. All right. Flam Grompers, welcome aboard. Good to see you. All right. So everybody knows the rules for guessing the channel. And this is our featured channel. Will be today for the next 45 minutes. They'll be featured. And we'll see if you can guess who they are. And then again, tonight at 6, we'll be doing the same thing. And since I got busy, just making sure I was caught up as much as I could on the situation in Texas and down that way, not just Texas, but states surrounding. Yes. All right. I failed to give a look to see if somebody follows me at 1 o'clock. The James is already putting in a guess. Anyways, I don't know if anybody follows me today at 1 p.m. Eastern as far as a live stream. I have a funny feeling that Northwoods RV, who used to follow me all the time, I don't think they'll be on. But I did not look. I didn't look for any thumbnails. All right, the Northwest is also sucky. Yeah, no power for 9 days. B Bear, what in the world? Love that name, by the way. I need to shut up, Captain. All right. Lily's begging me. No, Lily and James. This is not Blue Wave. No, it's not. It's not Blue Wave. It could be a silly duck for all we know, right? Yeah. The silly duck. This duck up here. Right? Could be this. Wait. How about that duck? All right. So that's just, you've only gotten basically, well, 3 hints. Now, you've got this backdrop with a duck, and you got the thumbnail that's how you got here for the most part. And then you got the screenshot that I had just before this one. So those are 3 so far. There's actually a hidden clue. Nick's Fix. South Florida, the weather's great. Yeah, I've been hearing that. And James is helping Carl. There's a duck. Everywhere a duck, duck. There's a duck. And there's a duck. There's a duck. And there's a duck. Bird's a word. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, you've got basically 3 or 4 little hints. There's been a hidden hint that's been right out in the open since we started. Just saying. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me a minute. I'm still on coffee. Okay. James wants to know, is it Happy Place Camping? Gosh, James, we're only not even a half hour into this, and guess what? No, it's not Happy Place Camping. It was a good guess. Not a bad guess whatsoever. It's a great guess. And someone, you said Blue Wave Odyssey. No, it's not Blue Wave Odyssey. And Audubon North American Channel. That is a great guess, Carl. I didn't know they had a channel. So no, it's not. These are pirated screenshots that you've been seeing. But I didn't steal anything from the Audubon Society. Yeah, we're all going to be jealous of you, clampers. That's an interesting name, too. I need to learn a little bit more there. I try to say it flam, and then I say film, and then I say, wait a minute. What am I? I'm guessing it's a conjunction type of name. Is that possible? So, we are pretty much caught up on any of the news so far. My week's been kind of goofy, trying to do stuff to please the township. I don't even want to talk about them right now. Holly's had some appointments that I helped her take care of or took her to. Todd Johnson. Wonder if Mardi Gras has a crowd. You know, I don't think they do. Or they may want to, but I think it's actually being rather a little more strictly enforced that they don't crowd together. On the other hand, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Um, I've seen it happen where it's like they can stick their social distancing and their mask thing where the sun don't shine. I've seen groups that's just exactly how they acted. Um, yeah, I'm on the fence about it. Um, the Mardi Gras, I've never actually been attracted to that. I mean, okay, there's the food and there's the other stuff, and I guess you could say it's tradition, but it was not anything that I really ever wanted to really participate in. It just, if they had it across the street, maybe I'd go check it out. A little chilly over there. We still got a good. Our snow has settled down somewhat. Oh, Be Bear. Uh, we have a featured channel today, and this is number 11 in the series. We've been doing this every Saturday now. This is the 11th Saturday in a row that we have been trying to guess the featured channel. And one of your clues is this background, and I'll include the duck. The other background, I'll put that back up here. These are pirated screenshots. And when I first started this series, Be Bear, I I let the people know in advance that I was going to be featuring them. And after about the third or fourth one, I said, no, I'm a pirate. Badge. He doesn't ask permission. And I decided, you know what? He's right. I'm not asking permission either. You're going to be featured whether you like it or not. All right. Lily. New Orleans, interesting. But I wouldn't do Mardi Gras under normal circumstances. So, yeah, I'm kind of the same. Well, hey, maybe Mardi Gras might be just our bucket of tea right now, or it wouldn't be too crowded. I'm not into the big crowds. No, never have been. That's not to say I haven't been in some big crowds, and maybe that's why I don't like big crowds. Let's see, last concert I went to, and I've never been to that many concerts anyways, but the last one was TSO, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It was about 5 years ago, and it was at Van Andel. It was about 14,000 people there. Yeah, I didn't like it so much with all the people. I mean, the TSO, the concert was fabulous. Margie, you're cracking me up. Yeah, so Be Bear, that's the deal. We are trying to guess who this featured channel is. Now, this featured channel could be a single person, it could be a family, it could be a couple, they could be living in a Class A motorhome, or they could be living in a tent. They don't even have to be an RVer to be a featured channel. I mean, this group, this community does have channels. They don't own an RV, but they're part of our community. There's channels here that unfortunately I'd have a hard time featuring them, or in other words, are community members. I'd have a hard time featuring them as guest channel because they don't really have a channel. They have a channel name and they show up in the chat. But as far as videos, no, they don't have any of that. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a hard time ever featuring a non-content channel, but we love them anyways. Okay, Margie is guessing the Northwoods RV Life. That is a totally awesome guess, Margie, and it's not correct. All right, I better give you a tiny hint. You've got like 3 solid hints with the pirated backdrops. You've got 1 subtle hint. Has to do with where we've been for the last half hour, basically. And you have this little clue is, which little clue should I give you? Should I say they're a medium-sized channel? Yeah, Margie, don't get upset with yourself. This is a medium-sized channel. No, not, when I say medium, okay, I consider myself small. And I love featuring the smaller channels because who knows, they may gain a few in their audience just by being featured. That's cool. I'm not here to, grow your channel or sub per sub. No, we're not doing that. We're just having fun. That's all it's all about, Have fun, enjoy, and be a blessing. I'll mention that in a minute, Todd. Anyways, so another little clue would be this channel is over 1,000 subscribers and under 5,000 subscribers. So I'm going to call them a medium channel. I think you're a large channel once you get over that 5K mark, and then you're kind of large, in my opinion. I'm well under 1,000, so I'm kind of small. Okay. No, it does have content. It has fabulous content, Lily. Definitely. And some great photography. And the narration is excellent as well. Not comparable to you, Lily, but this person does a good job. Oh, I just gave you another clue. This person. So, yeah, it's a single entity like you are, Lily. It's not a husband-wife team. It's not a family. It's just a single person. Okay, Todd, Nomad Land movie yet? I have not. However, Tina's The Outsider. She watched it. I haven't really spoke with her about what she thought of it. But Blind Views did a kind of a review, if you will, of it, and it sounds like, at least for nomads, like many of us here are nomads, or we're full-time RVers, or but anyways, if we've been watching RV life type channels, or living in a van channel, or converting a school bus into a motorhome channel, or just general travel, on and on, Nomadland sounds like it'd be a pretty good movie to watch. Would I say it's educational? I don't know. Blind Views didn't think it was, but he's not a nomad. He's not an RVer. There's a good example, Blind Views. But he has followed the RVers and the nomadics, and so yeah, he enjoyed it. He said, would he watch it again? Probably not, but yeah. So, Todd, Todd, you can check out more of what he had to say. His live stream was yesterday. I missed the live stream, but I just happened to stumble on it that he was talking about Nomad Land. So, no, it's not you this time, Lily. Let me look at my list here. Let's see. You were the second person that we featured on December 19th of 2020. Let's see, 52 Saturdays in a year, roughly 1,000 channels. We'll probably get back to you about the year 2033. Just guessing. Love you, Lily. Okay. No, it's not Ray Ray. Dry my hands every time I type. I'm so, oh gosh. Well, that's almost TMI. All right, Nomadic Hippie. No, it is not Rick. It's not Nomadic Hippie. But that wouldn't be a bad guess. So, although Rick doesn't do a whole lot of landscape or seashore, or maybe I'm remiss, but a lot of his stuff does not show as much scenery. Sometimes he'll do a dash cam where you happen to see some scenery, but as far as actually getting away from the vehicle and walking around and going down to the seashore or whatever, no, he hasn't done a lot of that. So, Margie, it was a good guess, but no, it's not Nomadic Hippie. There's that duck again. Duck, duck, goose. No, it's a duck. So, people can start asking questions. You don't have to come out with the exact channel name right off the bat. You can say, give me a hint of something. So, kind of narrow it down. Carl, let's see. All done except for the floors and the tubs. So, Carl, are you a camp host? Where are you working at today while you're on YouTube at the same time? Oh, Marty. Okay. That's true. That's why you came up with that, and that's a very good follow the clue line. Yes, he is single. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's a single YouTuber, but he's single, as in not in a relationship. So, yes, it is a male. He's not sad. Carl says he's not at a work camp or whatever. He's cleaning his shack. Okay. When you get done, I could use some help here. This place is a wreck. The motorhome's in better condition than in here, that's for sure. And the motorhome's still under construction. Yeah, I'll explain someday. Okay. What other kind of clues can we come up with? Let's see, Margie. Yes, if it's a male, yes, it is male. And again, if it's not guessed this morning, we will continue on into this evening. Now, if it is guessed this morning and you come on this evening at the 6 p.m. show, then you can really kind of give the evening crew little hints. I mean, the people that weren't here at noon today. Does he have a beard? I honestly do not know. It's possible, I suppose, but I do not know. I have honestly not seen his face. And I've watched many of his videos. I have not seen his face. He's got a great narrator voice. Okay, and he's great with jokes. Some of them are kind of juvenile, but they're good jokes. They're good jokes. Ben Vita's here. Hey, Paul. Welcome aboard. Let's see. So, and he's put out a lot of videos. Okay, I'll give you another hint. I like watching his videos because, especially right now, with it being, 22 degrees outside, I think it was before I started the live. And it's going to go to 24 today. Whoopee. But I enjoy watching his videos because most of the time it's nice and warm. Nice and warm. All right. People are dropping out here now because they're like frustrated. They can't guess who the featured channel is. Yeah. Yeah, I've not actually encountered what he looks like. Tapping her nails on the table, Margie. Okay, and James is guessing is it Traveling Robert, and it's not James, but there's a person in here that has a fantastic guess, and Carl, you're right on it too. Now, no pelicans today, just the duck, and tonight I'll show some dolphins. Lily, you done guess it. It's Boondocking with Dennis. Have you ever seen his face? It wasn't Nomadic Fanatic, Carl. Lily got it. And you almost got it. But you were looking for pelicans rather than ducks. Yes, it's Boondocking with Dennis, and the latest lately he's been in the Rockport, Texas area, and he as you know, he puts out some cute little jokes. I usually get him back. I get him back a little bit. He was having problems trying to video some birds and trying to get them to hold still, so to speak. He wanted to kind of zoom in on them, but they'd fly off, blah, blah, blah. He's like, gosh, blah, blah, blah. And, I was like, dude, learn to speak Spanish. You're right there on the border. You've got the American flag and the Mexican flag flying. You're at Port Aransas. That's good, Lily. I've been kind of keeping up with him too. I haven't watched all of his videos. I've probably watched 20 of them or so. I just stumbled across him. He made a comment in somebody else's. Who knows? Maybe even one of your videos. I don't know. That's how I found him. Boondocking with Dennis. Okay, I'll click on this. And of course, after one video, I'm like, yeah, we gotta watch more of this guy. He's good. He's good. He's been toughing it out. They had way below freezing temperatures right down there on the Gulf. Below freezing. Gee, and he's living in the back of a pickup truck and doesn't even have, and I mean, he can't stand up in it. It's just a little cap, like the one I took to Mayberry. Well, his is a little nicer than the one I took to Mayberry, but no, it's just a cap on a bed of a truck, and that's where he lives. But he doesn't even have a heater. You know, he doesn't have a little buddy heater or anything like that. Um, but his narration is very good. And the scenery shots, you know, like what we got here. Uh, yeah, living in a shell. Oh, okay. Rusty 78609. I haven't watched Rusty in a while, but Boondocking with Dennis quite often will refer to Rusty. So they're, you know, almost what? YouTube buddies. I guess you could say that. Well, RVS is in April. Uh, let's see. Lily, I think you're a wrench, are you not? Do I have a moderator in here that could post, cut and paste Boondocking with Dennis's link? Put them up here. Senior coffee and toast for $1.35 when the power's running. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's done a couple little short, tiny reviews just as a off the cuff. You know, if you're ever in this area of Texas, you might want to try out this little restaurant. And, you know, like that place with all the shrimp you can eat for, I don't know, $12 or something like that. I mean, it's like not bad. And they weren't the little tiny shrimp like we get up here in the Asian restaurants. No, these are good size shrimp. Yeah, Carl doesn't have a channel just yet, but he's going to work on it. All right, and Graham Patterson is here. Welcome aboard, dude. Good to have you. Yeah, Lily guests our featured channel for today. So tonight, hopefully, she'll come aboard again and be giving little tiny hints to the evening crew. That's okay. Lily had to step out a minute. Now, well, I'm gonna just I love boondocking with Dennis, as you know, but I do want to say, well, while Lily's out of the room, thank you, Margie. I just happened to I was checking in to see if Lily might have done anything videos on this inclement weather, ridiculous weather in Texas down that way and the other states, and you know, hoping she was fine. Um, but she did this really cool. It's kind of part one of Gem. James, that's spelled Gem, not Jim. This camper that she's got. It's a vintage camper, and she's fixing it up inside and outside. Even put a new frame under it because it's 50 years old. I think that was a good idea to do. So here we are talking about you, Lily, and you're not in the room right now. So yes, it's definitely Boondocking with Dennis is our featured channel today, and we'll be again coming on at 6 p.m. tonight. We'll continue to let the evening shift more or less guess who and see if they can guess. And meantime, you know, I love it when some of the people come in at night that were here, like right now, and they give hints to the evening people. And some of them are super creative, very creative. Graham Patterson will attest to that because there was it was a few weeks back, you know, I featured him, and nobody could get it. But talk about creative, especially evening. Nobody gets it in the morning. And the evening shift came on at 6 p.m. and a lot of people were there, like Shanna Craft and I don't know who all, Justin, Christina. I mean, a lot of people, and they were giving hints to the evening people, and some of those hints were like, "Come on, are you brain dead?" Even Graham Patterson was giving hints. He knew that he was a featured channel. It was hilarious. So yeah, the evening can be a lot more fun than the noon one because you get the people to come back in and play with the evening shift. Lead them astray or hit them right between the eyes with a clue, and they're like, huh? Lily, if you're back in here, I just kind of shouted you out just a little bit, even though I'm supposed to be shouting out Dennis. Yeah, the graham crackers one was great. the Lily, I watched your little video, as you know, uh, of Jem, your little camper there, and that's the first I'd seen it. You know, and you're kind of like me, Lily. You're out of sync. It took me what, a month to do 3 episodes of fixing the Mister Heater. But in the meantime, I had other videos about other stuff and live streams. Carl says, I don't have to lead you astray because you know the way. That's a good one. I can follow you on that one. So, anyways, Lily, I told people what they need to watch, and I corrected James that it's not spelled Jim, it's GEM. Gem is the name of your camper. Your retro. You know who's going to want to see that? And he usually doesn't come in until evening. But Dan, the vintage RVer, I don't know if he's subscribed to you or not, but if he's not, we better beat him up. Tell him to get over and see you. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of Jem. I love it how you guys, your sons helped you put it on that new frame or newer frame, and now it's raised up. It's got better ground clearance. That was great. Margie, thank you. Thank you for posting Lily's link. That's great. All right, Lily's saying technical difficulties. Post a link to boondocking. Okay. Lily. Okay. Dan has seen her. Good. Who else? Somebody else we know has a vintage RV. Can't think who off the top of my head. Yeah, it'll come to me. RV, or excuse me, Lily, Margie did put in a link to Dennis's channel, and I'll probably have her do it one more time before we get out of here in about 8 minutes. So, there's Justin and Christina. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Okay. Thank you, Lily. And thank you, Margie. And thank you, Justin and Christina. we were just talking about posting a link again for Boondocking with Dennis, the future channel, Lily Guest channel. About what, 45 minutes into this or so. Yeah. Actually, Carl, if you're in StreamYard, yeah, since I'm hosting in StreamYard, I cannot copy and paste the link. That has to be done by someone who I have assigned as a moderator, a wrench. But you kind of know this. And I can't even do it automatically in here. It's just the way it is. You know what? I thought a vehicle had to be 25 years old before it was considered classic or vintage. I don't know. Heard. Somebody told me. Let's see, Brian was his name. I haven't seen him in a while, but he says, why don't I get a historical plate for my motorhome? I guess I could. I mean, I kind of like having the personalized plate on the motorhome. Sinky is the name of the motorhome. But the dogs need a pill. Okay. Don't let them go on your clean bathroom tub and stuff like that. Okay. Uh, yeah, it's kind of different that they could look at yours as a 99, but calling it a vintage, that's kind of different. I know maybe it's different for RVs. Is that possible? I suppose that's possible. Hmm. Might be interesting for a discussion someday. Uh, I for what I understand, insurance on a historical vehicle hardly anything because they assume that you only drive it for hot rod get-togethers or once in a blue moon parades. Yeah, you don't get driven much. Well, I beg to differ. If I get my way, my classic is going to be on the road quite a bit. But I'm satisfied with the rate of insurance that I'm paying for the motorhome. It's it's like $140 a year. I'm not going to complain about that. Not at all. I'm I'm satisfied with that. Wish I could get that kind of a deal on the pickup truck. Although I got a better deal on the pickup truck because now they're combined. So that's helpful. 10-year rule on so many. Maybe. I don't know, Carl. Oh, James, let us, how's it going? How's she doing? I, it's up to you. I mean, I know you, you and I talk on Facebook a lot, but you're welcome to share right here. Let people know because you know what, Cassie and you and Cindy could all use our prayers. I'm not bashful about that, and nobody else in here is bashful as well. Uh, I'll just say, uh, James's granddaughter had an incident, and she's hospitalized, but she is recovering. Up to him to say anything more. Okay, she's doing better. Good. That's good. All right. Wow. I can't believe how fast this hour went. Zip, zip, bitty doo da, zippity yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity doo da, zippity yay. Yeah, don't quit my day job. Feature channel for today, thank you, Margie, is Boondocking with Dennis. I thought he might pop in here because I gave him a hint. I didn't tell him. I said, I hope you get to join the live streams. Yeah, maybe we'll let him know tomorrow. By the way, you were featured. Good, Carl. You let him out in time. Carl, did I ask you, is it warm where you are? Okay, James, I will tell him. Um, this has been night before last. The James, his granddaughter, she stays with him and Cindy, and Midnight, the dog. Uh, she's 17. Yeah, uh, senior in high school this year, and all of a sudden she was on the floor. And thank God that James knew CPR, knows CPR. You know, he was a volunteer fireman back in the day, but CPR is CPR. And while they were waiting for the EMTs to arrive, he was giving his granddaughter CPR. And sure enough, nobody really knew at first what was going on, but turned turns out she had a blood clot. You think about it. It was 17 years old, but a blood clot by the heart. Whoa, whoa. That's rather unusual. But thank God, had she been, elsewhere, had James not been there at the right time, Cassie would not have survived. She would not be with us anymore. So thank God. Thank God for James. Thank God for the EMTs. Thank God for the hospital, doctors figuring out what's going on and taking care of it. The blood clot has been removed. Yes. Prayer's still going out because, there's some recovery time, of course. Yeah. But just getting over the shock of having that happen to your granddaughter can be a little. Yeah. It's not exactly what you'd call a sunny day at the park when that kind of thing happens. So I'm glad that things are working out like they're supposed to, especially for you, James, because your family has been hit so damn hard in the last year. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like, I swear you're one of the last ones left of your lineage. And you're handicapped. A lot of people know that. Many people don't. But good Lord, yes, God is good, Lily. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. So we'll see what the future brings. Well, goodness, it's after 1 o'clock. As said, I don't think there's anybody coming on right now live, or that could be many people on live, but they don't have to be the ones that I follow, at least not on a normal basis. So, anyways, I hope you will come on down to the evening show tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. After the person that follows me after at 7:30 Eastern is Donovan. That's RV on the Wayside, and he always has got great stuff going on too. But anyways, we should have fun tonight with the evening crew trying to guess boondocking with Dennis. It's fun when we know they don't. Yes, Margie. Please, and I'll go watch it here shortly because I'm not ready to go outside and do any work. I'm thinking about cracking open a beer, as a matter of fact. Now, I'm going to make some lunch. And once I eat, I won't want a beer. At least not till this evening. Carl, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be putting the thumbnail out here in just a few. So I really appreciate it. Okay, Sonia, the RV DJ is live right now. Okay. I typically don't watch her, but I might wander over there. Why not? So I do have her as a subscription. I just never seem to get around to watching her. She watches me, so I should at least repay the favor, correct? And it's entertaining. There's no doubt about that. All right. So in the meanwhile, till tonight, fair winds and smiles. And may God bless. Thank you, mateys. Hope to see you tonight. May you have a blessed day. It's not ending. It's just sitting there spinning away, spinning away. Okay. End the broadcast. What? if I didn't have a good internet